Hello friends, family, world. Luke here with another video. If you're unfamiliar with my channel, my husband Tyler and I make weekly travel videos documenting our experiences since moving from North America to the UK. In this current series, I'm detailing some of the places that we visited for about 2 months over the summer, which included places like Switzerland, Austria, the Faroe Islands, and more. If you want to start from the beginning, check out our playlist called Eurotrip and start on episode 1. Also check out our blog at lukeandtyler.com, where we go into a bit more detail about the itineraries that we do, as well as showcase some of the photography that we did while visiting some of the places we went to. So since we last left off in our last video, we took the train early in the morning to Zurich. And we gave ourselves a couple days to explore the city as well as some of the surrounding area. So when we arrived, we dropped off our things and went to Ütilberg mountain, where we went on a really nice, idyllic forested trail and were rewarded with some nice panoramic views at the top. This is a nice area for a picnic as well, which is what we did. If you would rather not hike, there is a train available, but for both the experience as well as for finances, we decided to hike up rather than take the train. You can even go a bit higher up to Ütilberg Tower, but there is a fee associated with that, so do keep that in mind. After taking in the views, we headed back down to the city center and then took about an hour-long train to a town north of Zurich called Schaffhausen. This town is located just south of the German border, and you can certainly tell that it has a bit more of a German-inspired vibe to it. We loved the architecture and feel of this town, particularly in the Altstadt, or Old Town, region of the city, where some of the buildings featured really beautiful painted exteriors. Our favorite was probably a building that's called Haus vom Ritter. Once we were done exploring the town, we ventured a little bit outside of the Old Town City Center to what's called Munot Tower. The views from here are really picturesque because they have a tiny vineyard on the property, and also given that it's up on a hill, it's a really nice vantage point for a view from above the town. So pretty. After visiting the tower, we headed back into town where we caught a train to Rhine waterfall, also known as Rhine Fall. I was actually very impressed with this waterfall. It was actually a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be, and is a great place to go, especially on a beautiful sunny day like we had. The next day, we decided to do a free walking tour of Zurich in order to get a lay of the land and to learn a little bit of the history of the city. The tour started in an area of town called Paradeplatz and was quite interesting. We felt like the walking tour gave us a really good overview and would recommend it for anyone considering visiting Zurich to get a lay of the land. After a short train ride away and dropping our bags off at our Airbnb, we headed to the Altstadt, or Old Town, of St. Gallen. The two main attractions for us here were St. Gallen Cathedral and the Abbey Library of St. Gall. Both of these attractions were absolutely stunning, and pictures do not do them justice. If you're someone who's interested in historical architecture, definitely check this place out. The grounds were also nice to walk around and explore. The next morning, we took a train from St. Gallen to a town called Appenzell, where we spent time walking around the town, appreciating the beautiful buildings and the historical architecture. Afterwards, we headed on a train a couple stops farther to Wasserhauen for a beautiful hike. From Wasserhauen, you take a cable car to Ebenalp station, where there are a number of hiking options available. This was seriously one of the highlights of our time in Switzerland. Really beautiful, out of this world, stunning views that you have to see to believe. For our route, we hiked from Ebenalp to Schäfle and then looped back to where we started in Ebenalp. Our final destination was the stunning Esche guest house. This spot is seriously so Instagrammable, and if you search it, you'll probably see multiple stunning photos of it. Here we enjoyed some great food and Appenzeller beer, and it was great to just sit and reflect on all of the amazing things that we had done in Switzerland thus far. Alright guys, that's it for our Switzerland portion of this series. But do not worry, there's a lot more to come, because after Switzerland, we headed to the micronation of Liechtenstein. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you at the next video. Bye!